Good morning, everyone. We are Group 21, and this is Nutrivaa, a delicious way of saving money and promote sustainability. And here are some key points that we will be going through. So, to start off, what is Nutrivaa and how it's going to improve the food sustainability of Japan? To answer those questions, we first need to take a small step back and look into a problem that we all have been dealing with for the longest time: food waste. In Japan, food that could have been eaten but is thrown out, or so-called food waste, is around 6 million ton a year, according to the latest 2018 Ministry of Environment, followed by food-derived waste, which is around 25.31 million tons. The numbers were staggeringly even worse in previous years. This just goes to show how big of an issue this is. But why does it keeps occurring? Well, one of the major reasons behind this issue is the broken food systems where food is left unbought from farmers if it doesn't meet the traditional superficial grocery store standard. And through the research, we found that almost one third of the produced foods fails to comply with that standard. Having no one to buy those foods on large scale, farmers just ends up throwing it away, causing a continuous food waste. And yet, if we look around, there are a lot of households suffering from food insecurity in Japan. So here comes Nutrivaa, a service that will break the cycle of the food waste and make food affordable for everyone. But how exactly Nutrivaa will do it? As you can see in this slide, we first plan to buy those unsold food, so-called grade B and grade C foods. After buying those foods, we will sell those foods through our platform. To elaborate a bit more on how Nutribao works, first, we will collaborate with farmers. They will register to our system. Afterward, produced foods will go through a sorting process where foods will be sorted as grade A, grade B, and grade C. We will then buy those unsold grade B and grade C foods at a very cheap price, store them in our rented storage space, and lastly sell them off. And this is a diagram of our supply chain to help you guys visualize our entire operation. Moving on to the next slide, I will show you some of the pictures of our grade B foods. As you can see, they have unique size, shapes, and colors. And because of these reasons, they fell into the grade B category and left unbought by anyone. However, for your information, they are totally safe and just as nutritious as grade A food. Next up, to sell those produce foods, we will use website as well as apps. Consumers will have a luxury to customize their orders, and once the purchase is confirmed, the food will be delivered to their space. Moreover, focusing on the consumer's convenience, we will be incorporating some of the popular and useful features like order tracking, live chat, review sections, product reward points, and lastly, subscription plan. In today's time, while choosing between service, consumers look for the one that offers the most customization option, and our highly customizable subscription plan just excel at that perk, beginning from choosing the foods to how many times a month each box of foods is to be delivered to their place can be customized. Implementing these features, especially the subscription plan, will maximize consumer satisfaction as well as retain repeat purchase. So now let's briefly go over our target market. We will targeting those who care about the environment, age ranging from 24 to above, and those who want to buy food at an affordable price, age from 80 to above. Moreover, on the next slide, we got an analysis on size of the market, which indicates there is still a great opportunity to be taken advantage of. And now my group mate Tam will take over from here and elaborate on the competitor analysis.
Thank Noi for introducing us to Nutrivaa. So now let's have a look at what obstacles we have to overcome. Here we have both direct and indirect competitors. Direct competitors, first of all, we have Amazon Fresh, then we have Kuradashi, an online grocery shopping website whose marketing strategy is second to none. Then our indirect business competitors include chain supermarkets, grocery stores, and snack stores. And after learning about our competitors, we are pretty ready to be a part of this challenging competition. So we decided to set our own value proposition as a commitment and a guidance for us to walk in the right path. Let us state this statement one more time. Our service will satisfy those who are looking to solve the food waste problem in Japan. Our offering will also attract customers who are looking for organic food at a reasonable and cheap price. Restaurants will prefer our products as they'll be able to buy at a much cheaper rate as well as being a part of a greater cause. And that is the value Nutrivaa provides to the society. Right after carving such a value proposition in our hearts, it's time to learn about SWOT. 1. Strengths. Nutrivaa has a unique strength, supporting farmers by buying unsold foods, selling 30% cheaper than grocery store prices. 2. On the other side of the coin, our weaknesses. Selling grade B and C products to customers may be absurd, and it may take a long time to convince customers that our products are just as good as grade A foods. 3. It's our great opportunity because there is no such food preservation system available in Japan, so we would be the first mover. And 4. The threats. Supermarkets may change to selling B and C products, or the food delivery platforms may be created. Let us look at what marketing tools Nutrivaa is using in order to take advantage of this market by indicating 4 Ps. Starting from the upper left, P product. Here we have environmentally friendly packaging, smart and modern design, and safety and quality of products. Bottom left, P price. Nutrivaa offers products with lower than average prices. Next, bottom right, P promotion. We tell our story through print marketing, social media, free shipping gifts, and many special offerings for subscription plans. And lastly, upper right, P Plus. We distribute our fresh fruits and veggies with the Kanto area real fast with a real-time tracking system through our application and website. And those mentioned are 4 Ps of Nutrivaa. Here is our timeline investment. From left to right, we are trying to finish our pitch by 2022. As in more detail, the first quarter, we will make our presentation for expansion. Next quarter, present our business plan to our very first investors. Then, for the last 6 months of the year, quarter 3 and 4, we are trying to receive funds 50% and 80% respectively. And in early 2023, we hope to make it to 90%. And now let us hear from Rakmatilo.
For the finance part of our presentation, let me start with the startup starting cost. We evaluated the costs it would need to start up our Nutrivia business, and these are the estimated we found to be a good representation of the expenses that go into starting our company. There are two important points to note here. First, we are planning on renting an office space for our meetings in the Tokyo area, in which we will meet once a week to discuss our progress in person. Secondly, let me say something about LLC setup deposit. We are planning on founding limited liability company, in short LLC. Since we are foreigners, we are required to have an initial investment of 5 million yen in the company in order to acquire so-called investor visa. Without it, we would not be eligible to operate our business in Japan. In total, we will need 69 million 90,000 yen to start the business. On this slide, we can see our operating expenses for each month after starting the company in January. We can see the months from January till June. You can see the total expenses for each month at the bottom of the slide in the dark green field. Important things to note are storage rent. Looking at food storage companies in the Kanto area, we estimated that it will cost us around 10,000 yen for each ton of food that we store. As we move forward into April, for example, you can see that the storage cost jumped 10,000 yen to 20,000 yen. This happens because we predict to be storing more and more food as our business operations expand. Here you can see a continuation of the operating expenses from July till December. The important thing to note here is the total operating expenses for the first year of business in the bottom right. Those are 47,064,400 yen. That sounds a lot, but as we can see in the next slide, our business will outperform those costs and thus make a profit. We made a break-even analysis for our business. The y-axis indicates the amount of Japanese yen and the x-axis shows the food sold. The blue line is our total cost curve, the green line is our revenue, and the yellow line is our profit curve. The intersection of the total cost curve blue and the revenue curve gives us the break-even point. This is also indicated by our profit line as it crosses the x-axis at the food sold number. Thus, at 5,500 food sold, which is equivalent to our 8 months in business, that is August. From August, our business will be making a profit, and as you can see, the profit is increasing relatively more than the total cost, indicating economies of scale. As our future forecast, we are importing from international markets. We plan to expand and improve our offerings. How we are going to manage risk? We are a new food delivery business serving in Japan. We may face a few hurdles to make ourselves appealing to our customers, but we plan to manage it by offering products at a cheaper rate than other competitors. That's all, guys. Thank you for listening. If you have more questions, you can contact us with this QR code.